You can get it today or in the next week for half of that. Or if you want my Adobe Acrobat book, it normally costs $40, but if you go to Amazon and look for it, you can find it for like $34. Or on the iPad, if you have Apple iBook Store, I think it's like $29. But anyway, those are the two books I wrote. Check them out if you want to learn about how to use Acrobat. So file management, keep it simple. You're probably already kind of doing something like this already if you're in a firm that's kind of small. Now, at some point, some of you might be in a firm where there are more than 5 users, and then using file management where you have folders and name things in a way that makes them sort automatically by putting numbers in front of them so that they sort numerically or whatever. That's great when you have just a few people, but as you have more and more people, those people will introduce chaos and they won't follow the rules and documents will get lost and mayhem will ensue, and you have to use what's called the document management system, which is specialized software. People refer to it as DMS for short. So if you are in a bigger firm, you're going to need to use a DMS, and it's at that point that you probably, or almost certainly, are going to hire a consultant. We're not going to talk about that. We're talking about the simple, easy stuff. So assuming you're still in the simple, easy phase, you also name your files with some kind of system. Here's a simple system that works for me. You have the date in front and then some kind of description. So the formula is date plus description, and by date you want to put the year first, followed by the month, followed by the day. So year, month, day, and then any kind of separator you pick. It's a dash, a slash, a dot, whatever you want. Now, I will say that if you want to print it out, and if you're ever in a position where you're printing out the list of files and what you're printing to is grabbing the actual file name, the dash between the year, month, day looks better than a slash or an underscore or a dot. That's the least geeky looking way of doing it, so if you're starting from scratch, that's what I would recommend. And then the last thing is cloud storage, because if you want to be able to access your documents from anywhere at any time, even if you're on a boat or a plane or in your home office, you're going to need to make these documents available through some kind of cloud storage system. And here are some of the ones you could use. You could use Dropbox, SugarSync, those are popular. NetDocuments is more for business class. Google Drive is Google's version. And even Clio has a document management system built in, which I'm sure Joshua can tell you about, right?
Yep. We'll actually be touching on that.
Okay. Well, we'll talk about that. So that's, so you have lots of options, and you just pick one or two. You don't have to pick just one, and you figure out a system that lets you access your documents.